So Alfa Romeo have a little bit of a reputation for reliability issues, I'd have said. A lot of people mention it when they come in here anyway. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. This car is stone cold. We haven't started it at all today. It's actually at room temperature, 13 degrees, I think, something like that. I'm just going to show you a few details in the engine bay. So this is the twin spark engine. It's one we've modified quite heavily ourselves. We've had a bit of a task with this project to make it a daily driver. So it's an everyday car. So we needed to do a few things a bit differently. First thing you'll notice is there's a servo which we left in because that's great for braking and you need it really on a daily driver. And we've also kept the battery in its original position in the engine bay. I know a lot of people move that into the car or into the boot of the car, but this was a really good practical solution to leave it exactly where it was. It's obviously got a modern alternator, as you can see there, and an upgraded radiator. We've had to modify the top end to get it to clear the bonnet. It didn't fit originally, although it was supposed to be made to fit. But we had to modify that. In fact, we've pretty much modified everything, if I'm honest. It's been a labour of love for this client, and he absolutely loves the car. The coil bracket is mounted below the inlet manifold, as you can see. These are Bosch Motorsport injectors, and we've also kept the fuse and relay box in the engine bay as well, to give us more room for his lovely hi-fi system in the car. Let's get to a cold start. So, here we are, umbrella. And we have a lovely, in fact I shouldn't probably be telling you this, but we have a really nice modern kill switch here, forward to go. So have a listen. The car's powered up now. You can see there's under dash lights for the footwells. We've done a massive upgrade on what the capability of the car is in here. So we've made this custom switch panel. This switch here is actually out of a Le Mans winning Aston Martin, not the actual one, but we've copied it from the ProDrive dash that they used to run, because we just thought, why wouldn't you have it? Ignition on. I can hear the fuel pump running, and I'm just going to try first cold start. That doesn't sound too unreliable, does it? So we're just setting out on road test. We've rebuilt the rear axle on this car this time. We're constantly doing a few modifications, developments to it to make it better. I'll show you a little bit around the car as we're warming it up, but it's absolute testament to the owner's desire to have this beautiful everyday car. I'll start by just looking at what's around us. Obviously I've spoken to you about the switch panel that we've created, which is bespoke to the car. But if you look at the leatherwork, the Alcantara dash and trim, and the level of detail that he's gone to in the car is absolutely exceptional, and it's a really nice place to be. It's quiet. I think this car was the first car to ever go into a wind tunnel. I've got the window down at the moment, but you would never know. It's quite astounding how quiet it is, even with the windows right down. Very different to most other cars, if I'm honest. The people that did the trim are a company based down in London called Auto Audio, and Simon there has been a really great help, and he's been a really wonderful chap to work with on this project. The other people to mention are the Light Car Company, who we do a few bits of work with. Really nice guys again. Very talented group of individuals who do some lovely work. So there we go. But we're not quite warm yet, so I'm not giving it any revs. Because it was designed to be a daily driver, this car, we designed it with the long stroke crank to give it lots of low down torque. So it doesn't need to be flying to be driving quite nicely. I'm pulling 2,000 revs now, 70 kilometers an hour, I think that's about 45. I can take my foot off, I can put it down, it's got plenty of go. Probably not in fifth, but anyway, as you can see, it's got loads of low down go, and we'll get to the bit where it absolutely comes alive in a few minutes when we've managed to warm it up. But here we go. So this is not quite a B road, it's almost a C road, I think. But the car handles great. We've just lowered the front 15mm because the stance wasn't quite right. It's actually brought the car alive. There's so much front end in it. It feels really much more pointy, and the rear is absolutely planted on this car as well. We have just rebuilt the diff, as I said, the rear axle. There's a muntjac there, sorry. And it seems to have transformed the car. As soon as I drove it on the first road test about a week ago, the car filled me with so much more confidence than it did before, and I'm not sure why. It might have been a change in me, it might have been a change in the car, but I've got back in the car and it's instantly done the same thing. We've done 14 miles of warm-up now, so I always believe that's the right amount of time to do a full engine warm-up. I know the coolant, or the water, is up to temperature quite quickly because of the modern thermostats and things like that, but to get temperature around the whole engine and get the oil system up to temperature, it takes a lot longer. So we're always very careful to perform a proper warm-up cycle before we start putting something through its paces. As I said, just coming back to the rear diff there, so we've basically done a full rear end rebuild. There's no point going in and doing the diff and not doing everything else while you're there. And again, that's the mentality of this particular client. So we've done everything on the rear end, and the car's now almost been fully rebuilt. But I'm just coming out of the speed limit now, so I'm going to just show you what this thing does when it comes alive. I'm going to drop it into second and show you. We're actually going off the rev counter there. Absolutely flies, and it's an absolute joy to drive. I've never, I mean, it just puts a massive grin on your face, and I think that's the whole point of a car like this. So it just, it begs the question, doesn't it really? Is it the ultimate sports car? But I'll tell you one thing that I think, it's certainly up in the top ranks of the ultimate saloon car. What a car, it's a wonderful thing